All right, no time to waste. We got a lot to do today. All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Eric, and I'm documenting the journey going from zero to $100 million in sales. I'm posting video every single day. Let's freaking go. Okay, so how am I gonna get from zero to $100 million? Like, what is the business model? What is the vehicle that's gonna get me there? Well, the vehicle is MCAT University, okay? I created MCAT University. So what the heck is MCAT University? Well, MCAT stands for Medical College Admission Test, all right? To get you guys caught up real quick, I know some of my viewers kind of already know, but basically, if you want to go to medical school in the United States to be a doctor, you have to take the Medical College Admission Test, the MCAT, and that is a hard test. That test, like, I'll just show you like the subjects that you need to memorize in order to do good. Like, these are the books, pretty heavy books, and then you also got to do passages. Like, these really dense passages are like, that don't make sense sometimes. I do want to create it into a whole university, right? Like, I want it to be tutors there. I want it to be 3D animations to help them, visualize the concepts. I 100% believe that MCAT University could be a $100 million thing. I for sure believe it. That is a crazy coffee. The top is creme brulee. It's good. She needs her nails cut. Kona, say hi.
Yo, she literally broke out of that collar before, and then she took off through those doors and went to the highway.
All right, we are walking dog right now. But basically, I locked myself in the room for like 6 hours, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go through this book. I'm gonna focus, get in the zone, get in that flow state, and just let time pass and just bang it out, right? Go through that whole book, get ready to start charging next week. And it's kind of weird, and like, let me know if you think the same way. But like, I get more energy if I lock myself in a room and get that flow state. When I see myself trying to get back in the zone and trying to focus, like, that's for me, that's when I could see my mind getting frustrated a little more. And then it's like harder to get back and focus. And then, before I know it, I'm like distracted, and I'm like, all right, it's time for a break, I mean, one thing that's like kind of obvious that's like needed to make, $100 million is it's like you have to be that guy that has that $100 million focus, that has, the $100 million sales and persuasion, and is able to lead a team and all that stuff. Like, the value of your skill set's got to be $100 million worth. You can't make $100 million and selling like you just make $10,000 a month. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make logical sense. Guys, look how beautiful that sunset is. Freaking amazing. I had this hater comment the other day. It was like, oh, dude, like, you need to start, you can't be living in a fantasy world. Like, you have to be realistic, man. How about instead of $100 million, you set, $10,000 as your goal? And I looked at it, I'm like, no. First person that ran a sub 4-minute mile, right? I'm sure people told him it wasn't realistic, but he just did it anyway. And then after he did it, now it's realistic. So like, the term being realistic, it just doesn't apply to me. I don't live by those rules. And I'm not saying that to sound cocky or arrogant or whatever. Like, for me, I just don't live by those rules. I don't abide by them. Maybe for you or for other people, that's cool. You guys could. But for me, I chose not to abide by those rules. I made that decision. And that's all it takes. All it takes is just to make that decision. All right, so just like I said that I was gonna do a whole book a day, we just finished this book. All right, this book, heavy, thick. And now tomorrow, we're gonna do this book. So at the end of tomorrow's vlog, you're gonna hear me say, hey, we just finished this book. One thing is posting a video every single day, but another thing is trying to improve every single video that I post just by a little bit, right? So if you think about it, right? Like, let's say I do 100 videos, that 101st video is gonna be so freaking good. Just like in the gym, when I'm trying to lift, whether last week I did 200 pounds and this week I'm trying to do 202.5 pounds, right? Just like how every week I'm trying to push it a little bit more. That's how we're gonna do with this video. That's how we're gonna do with our sales calls. That's how we're gonna do for the content we post on Erick Med and all that stuff. Compounding interest is the 7th wonder of the world or something like that, all right? This is day 25. I'll see y'all tomorrow.